I'm going to talk to you about creating your ideal customer avatar. And it'll be a great opportunity for you to take some notes. I'll probably move pretty quickly, but hopefully if you can write some of these things down, you'll be able to kind of sit down. And it does take sitting down and carving out about 30 minutes, maybe even an hour to do this activity, but it is well worth it, and it'll pay dividends in how you're able to speak to the people that you want to impact. So knowing and truly understanding your customer is a vital, vital part of a profitable and purposeful business. It helps you create better curiosity. It helps you focus your time. It helps you focus your energy on better marketing. So there are over 7 billion people on the planet, and more than you'll ever be able to share Juice Plus with in your lifetime. And if you're honest, we know that, we could sing it from the mountaintops, but not every person is going to be right for Juice Plus for whatever varied reason. So without knowing who you're selling to, you're not going to get very far. It's like that saying, Michelle said it well at the beginning. If you're selling to everyone, you're selling to no one. So we want to sell to like those individual people and who they are, the personality of these people, and not the 7 billion people on the planet. So that's why before you even start looking for customers, you start sharing Juice Plus, you must first know who they are. You need to get crystal clear on who exactly can benefit from Juice Plus, and then market specifically to those people. This way you're going to save yourself a lot of time and effort, because you'll know exactly how to word your post that you create. It comes so much more easier when you have a person in mind that you're speaking to. So you're going to attract, then when you speak to those people, you're going to attract those ideal customers. So you learn to be able to speak their language, touch on their pain points, and provide the solution that they're desperately looking for. So you end up being the answer to their prayers, which is the beginning of growing a raving fan customer. So I stop here, and I'm just going to say it. Michelle said it. We have more than one type of customer. I get it. Juice Plus can do so many things. Our product is so simple, yet it's super diverse, right? If you can talk immunity, you can talk recovery, you can talk heart health, you can talk prevention, you can talk kids nutrition. I could keep on going. So we obviously offer many benefits to many different people and types of people, but I encourage you for this exercise, when you sit down to do this, start with one person in your mind. And y'all have kids, right? So you've seen the movie Monsters, Inc. I'm a big Pixar Disney fan. Monsters, Inc. Yes. Okay. So like that part in the movie where they have like that conveyor belt of doors, and like the door gets like placed, and then they open the door and they walk into a kid's bedroom. Like that's what you're trying to create. You're thinking about all these doors that you could potentially walk through as you market Juice Plus. But I want you to think of one door, and then walk into that door, that customer's door, or, that child from the Monsters, Inc. movie. Put yourself in their bedroom, put yourself in their shoes. How would you have a conversation with that person if you were sitting in their home? And then once you've done this activity for that first door, well, then you can change and do the same activity again for the next door. But starting with one door, one person is going to make this a much more successful process. So try to get out of the mindset, because I know I feel it too, is that we have so many different people. I could talk to moms, I could talk to athletes, I could talk to teachers, I could talk to, one person for this exercise to be successful. So starting with one doorway, an ideal customer will allow you to speak directly to their specific needs, their desires, and their pain points. Put yourself into their shoes, imagine life from their viewpoint. And it's a crucial skill for us to create that kind of empathy as we share and market our business, to have that effective result of people being ready to purchase. So now think of your ideal customer, and I actually want you to write some of this stuff down. And if you don't have time to go through it as I talk, do it later. So when you start thinking about whoever this person is, get clear on who it is. What traits do they have in common? So list every common trait of, maybe it's moms that you're thinking of right now. So demographics, how, age, gender, where does she live? What's her income level? What are her world values and views, beliefs, marital status, occupation, hobbies, favorite celebrities? Yeah, it matters. Favorite celebrities, books, TV shows she watches, movies, blogs, brands that she buys at the store. Like, write it all down. I'm going to say it one more time. So catch as much as you can, because I want you to write these things down. Demographics, age, gender, where she lives, income, worldview, values, beliefs, occupation, hobbies, favorite celebs, books, TVs, movies they watch, blogs, and brands. So take all that stuff and think about that ideal person, those commonalities, and then take it another step deeper. Do this activity. It makes all the difference in how you write your Facebook post and your Instagram post and your marketing, create a single representation of this ideal person. Actually give her a name, whatever name you want, give her a full identity. The goal is to describe this person so well that you could actually be this person. And a lot of the times they teach you, when you create this ideal customer avatar, you actually end up being this person, because the person you typically want to speak to and share Juice Plus for, that you have that heart and empathy to share for, is usually somebody that you have been in their shoes or you are in their shoes. So it is very common that as you write this person out, you start to write out your own traits, and that is okay. For your one door that we're focusing on now, you can always then, after you're done that, move on to the next door. So step into her shoes, look at her life through her eyes. What do you think? What does she think when she's making a buying decision? Get really deep. And I'm going to go over some really high level questions. And then we're going to get really, really tactical as it relates to Juice Plus. And I'm going to have Michelle participate in this with me. But when you're creating this imaginary customer and actually putting it on paper, this person, you step into her shoes, what do you secretly fear might be true about your life as it relates to the product? So like about your health, what do you fear might be secretly true about your health right now? My name is Mary. I'm a 36-year-old mom of 2 kids, age 7 and 9. I live in Houston. I'm married. I have a job, but I only work part-time. My biggest fear is I don't have the time to make my kids a meal at home, and they're not getting the nutrition in their bodies that they need every day. And they're going to end up needing medication before they go to high school. You know, like get real, get raw, get authentic, make it up, but be honest with that person's story. What do you worry about? What keeps you up at night? So if it's that mom, maybe it's their kid getting the flu next week is what's keeping them up at night. Or maybe it's the fact that the temperature is about to drop by 60 degrees, which is a true story here in Dallas right now. And they're worried about their kid catching a cold. So what do you worry about? What keeps you up at night? What stresses you out on a regular basis? I don't want to go get my mammogram. I don't want to go do my annual checkup. I'm afraid of what it might be. I don't want to get told again that my blood pressure is too high. That keeps me up at night. I don't want to book that appointment. I'm just kind of ad-libbing here, but hopefully it helps you think. What do you not want to look at or face because it triggers too much fear? So I'm asking the same question in different ways, because I think you're going to find you'll generate a similar but different answer. And what happens is when you write these statements, maybe 2 to 3 sentences per question, you just came up with your curiosity post. You take the answers that you wrote down and it becomes your marketing. What is a worst case scenario related to your life right now? Maybe if it's business related, it's like, I get in a wreck and I don't have an insurance right now. That is my worst case scenario. So that's a good opportunity to then talk about our benefits with the Juice Plus, you know, having the ability to have bonus structures and insurance and things like that. If money were no object, what brand or product or service would you buy to solve your problem? So what could you purchase? And thinking about their health, obviously, thinking about nutrition and wellness. And then finally, the next kind of deep dive, uncomfortable question. What do you wish brands or companies like our business, like health and wellness companies, understood about you? Because I love that one, because it kind of gets out the slimy marketing. Like, I wish they would stop marketing to me in this way. I don't want to just be skinny. I want to be like, actually want to feel healthy. I want my skin to feel good. I don't want to just be a size 6. And I feel like everything I look at is all about being a certain size. And I wish they just knew that wasn't my main motivating factor, right? So asking those questions, go deeper. So that is kind of how you would create an ideal customer avatar. And Michelle is going to share a worksheet about this that you can download to go through some of these questions. But that is one way to do it, is Monsters Inc. door, put that door, walk through the door, be the person. Okay. And I think that has helped me so much to speak directly to the audience, but I took it to the next level, and it has been a game changer for me to reach a very specific market that I'm aiming at reaching. And I went and did some current customer interviews. And so I actually went to some of my raving fan customers and I asked them these questions, and then I just typed as fast as I could listen. And then I didn't add anything to it. I just wrote what they said. And what came out was some amazing material that I'm still using a month later to reach the people that are just like them, because I want more raving fan customers. I want more customers that had an amazing shred experience, which is why you saw this last week. We asked them to share their experience. We want their stories. We want their testimonies so that we can then use that to grow and find more people that need the solutions that they found through the shred, through Juice Plus. And so I'm going to do this question and answer. Michelle, you ready? She gets off mute. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. So
I freeze on my internet's unstable.
Okay. We'll see how this goes. If it doesn't work, I'll just ask questions. So Michelle is one of my Raving Fan customers. She just finished a shred. She had some amazing results, and I'm going to pick up the phone. I want to call her, and I'm just going to say, I'm going to set this up before. I'm going to tell her, hey, you know, I'm really trying to get better at my customer care, or I really want to understand kind of why you made the purchasing decision you did so that I can be a better health coach for you. Do you have 15 minutes that I can go through some questions that I really would love to just hear your answers and listen so that I can be better at what I do? So get their permission first. Don't just hit them, because it's going to be more than a 5-minute phone call. And then be prepared to send them a thank you afterwards, whether it's a letter or a $5 Starbucks gift card. But you took some of their time, so be sure you're ready to be thankful for that, and write them a handwritten note or something like that. But here are the questions that I asked my Raving Fan customer. I just kind of start really high and I work my way down. So Michelle, what does a typical day look like for you? Let's see if she comes back on mute or not.
So a typical day is just getting up with my daughter, getting her dressed, ready, breakfast, going to story time at the library, coming home for lunch, putting her down for a nap, trying to get some stuff done, some work done while have a few hours, and then she's up, and you know, it's the same routine, feeding her dinner, playing, and then I bathe her and put her to bed, and then I get to do a couple things that I need to do at the end of the day.
Okay, that's awesome. Well, so tell me, you said yes to Juice Plus about 4 months ago. What did you like about Juice Plus?
I like how simple it is, and it's just an easy way for us to get the nutrition that I feel like we need on a daily basis, and it gives me peace of mind as a mom.
That makes sense. So tell me more about why that peace of mind is so important to you.
Just because toddlers are picky, and it's cold and flu season, and I can't always get her to eat everything that I want her to eat. And it's really crummy whenever you have sick kids, and it kind of disrupts everything that you're doing. And I just want to prevent that.
So yeah, I appreciate that. What are 3 things that you wish you could improve about your health, either you or your daughter's health as well?
I would say that I would like to cook more at home, have more homemade meals. I would like to remember to drink water throughout the day, and I would like to get more sleep.
Yes. So what are your main frustrations about not being able to cook at home, or not having sleep, or just not feeling like you're getting enough water in the day?
Not water, it's just busy. You know, you're just chasing a toddler around. You're trying to get the laundry and the clothes cleaned and everything, and just don't think about it. It's not top of mind. And sleep, it's just can get interrupted any moment by kiddos and staying up too late because I just need a break at the end of the day to read or to watch a show. And cooking, I think it's just it would be easier if I meal prepped or like planned ahead.
Awesome. So I'm kind of going to pause. I'm going to ask a few more questions, but just to sake of time, I'm going to kind of stop the back and forth. But I wanted to ask you guys, like, what did you hear that maybe you could then write a marketing, like a Facebook post about, that was directly her story? Maybe one of her pain points, maybe one of her frustrations, maybe one of her desires.
I know for me, what I heard was always my concern. Like when I became pregnant with my first child, I felt a very strong concerned about what I was putting into my body. Like, I mean, I was always healthier when I was pregnant because it was my child. And so like I connect with parents on that, and moms who have that like feelings like this is my responsibility. What I put in my child's body is my responsibility. So I connect with that. And that's what I was thinking about, like doing a post, thinking about like other moms feeling that way. Like, are you concerned about, or not in that way, but like, are you ever wishing that you could get more fruits and vegetables into your child?
Right. I mean, that's probably a real thing that we heard her say. And so like an example of what I heard her say was like, she was talking about going to the library. Well, what about all the germs that are at the library? What if I specifically talked about that, you know, mommy and me time at the library in a post, and was like, you know, take a picture of me at the library, like, oh, there's so many germs here. We're so busy. I forget sometimes to, you know, bring my little wipes. I'm so glad I have this kind of like nutrition in my bag that I can have for easy snacks, whether it's the chewables or immune protection, whether it's the, you know, with the capsules. You can then take her story. Like, moms, don't you feel like you're just so busy sometimes you make it through the end of the day, you haven't even gone through one glass of water? Like, we know, you know, like talking about some of those pain points that she has brought up, that she just shared with me. You obviously, you heard her talk about her daughter a lot. So if she was my ideal customer, I'm going to go and talk a lot about the things that she mentioned about that she does day to day with her kid, or that, you know, are some frustrations that she might have. And so just listening and typing. I don't try to interject. I just hear their story. And I try to obviously ask them questions as it relates to their Juice Plus experience. And so some of the other things that I might ask, you know, I think I left off on like, what are the 3 things you wish you could improve about your health? Those are 3 separate posts right there that you could create. What are your main frustrations about nutrition? How important is it for you to handle this frustration, this pain point? So if she's saying, you know, getting water in is a really main frustration, how important is it that you get hydration? Like, is it that big of a deal for you right now that you're willing to make a purchase about it? I don't know. What else would you get better in your life if nutrition, getting a healthy meal on the table, was a non-issue? Oh, we'd have more family time. We would be able to have the confidence in knowing we were eating healthier. You know, she could go many directions with that. I might ask, have you ever paid for a product or service like Juice Plus or the Shred before? What was your experience? What did you like? What frustrated you? Because I want to know if they've done a detox before and they hated X, Y, and Z about that detox, and they loved X, Y, and Z. I want to know. So I can make sure I include it in the next Shred program. What's your dream solution for a detox? What's your dream solution for a whole food nutrition? What's your dream solution for something like Juice Plus? And try to get them to just kind of give you ad lib what being a raving fan customer would want from us. How do you judge if a product is good, bad, right, or wrong? Because they might not say, oh, I look for 38 clinical research studies, but we have a tendency to want to talk about the 38 clinical research studies when what they care about is the fact that the doctor at the pediatrician's office recommended it. Well, then go and tell the story about how you walked into a doctor's office and the pediatrician had it sitting there on the shelf, because that's going to resonate much more with that person than clinical research studies. Although we have that to back up on if we need to share it with them, but that's not what they're looking for when they make a purchase. What was your key motivator? What made you say yes to Juice Plus? Like, what was that tipping point, the needle in the haystack for you? And try to understand that. And then what do you wish? What do you wish the Juice Plus company, if you could talk to the owner, what do you wish he understood about you? What do you wish they understood as a company? So asking questions like that, getting deeper with your clients' interviews, keeping it to a respectful 15 to 20-minute conversation, you can pull out a lot of information. And if you've been looking at any of my posts over the last few weeks, my last few weeks of posts have 100% been from one customer interview. That I just kind of keep reutilizing some of the information that she shared with me, and I change it up. I change the picture, I change the text, but it's all information that's been given to me in the last couple of weeks. And I still have 3 more interviews that I haven't even pulled from. That's just nuggets of information that I can then bring back out and really maximize my message. And it's been easier to write than like, man, what should I talk about today? What should I share? I know exactly what to share now, which saves me time, makes it more efficient. And allows me to kind of really talk to people's hearts. So I hope that was helpful. I think Michelle is going to be sending or posting out like an activity worksheet that goes over some of these questions. And I just hope you carve out some time, either to do the doorway exercise, or if you're brave enough to ask one of your raving fan customers to do a client interview and get real with them about what made them choose Juice Plus, why do they like it, what was their purchasing converse decision like, and what are some of their pain points and frustrations about their health and wellness. So that's what I got.
Well, that was incredible. I feel like we need an hour to talk about that. Why don't we see if anyone has questions for you? I posted the deep dive mindset questions that to write your avatar person. I posted that in the chat here, and it's also uploaded in a doc on the Team Plant Strong Facebook. But right now I'm posting the customer interview questions that she just shared. And my challenge to you guys is to set up at least 2 customer interviews between now and next Tuesday. Does anyone have questions or thoughts? Do you like it? Something you want to do?
It's kind of the goal of doing the client interview and stuff is just to kind of get post ideas.
I think the goal is to step inside the shoes of people that are making purchasing decisions for their health and understanding what their motivations are. I think the very nuts and bolts of it is it allows me to create better marketing, absolutely. But it also allows me to be a better representative of Juice Plus and help provide them better care because I know what motivates them. Testimonials sell. Bottom line, people's hearing themselves in somebody else's story sells. Facts, not always true. They want to hear stories. And so instead of just trying to create your own, being able to create ones that already exist from your customers. Y'all can look on my Facebook today. I posted a quote from my ideal customer avatar of her experience with the shred. And I think it's a fantastic story. And so by doing this interview, I was able to capture that information and then share it with other people. And hopefully other people are going to read it and resonate with her story and be interested in what we're doing.
How often do you post Juice Plus post? Like on your story or on Instagram, do you do it daily or do you do it like a certain number of times a week?
Does anyone have a method? Because I just kind of do it as I feel motivated to do it. I try to post about healthy living or something inspiring or something that would encourage somebody almost every day. But I don't post about Juice Plus every day. Probably once or twice, maybe once or twice a week. But everyone might be different. I think it has to be authentic to you.
Well, I never post. So I'm trying to be more routine about posting and like trying to schedule my posts, but I don't always do Juice Plus posts. Like I'm trying to do like a healthy living post, or I'll post like one of our Juice Plus pictures, like with the capsules or like something like that. I've done that in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think the key is leaving curiosity. However you choose to do it, is if you're going to be sharing Juice Plus, you don't want them to be able to go out and just do the research on their own. Not because we're afraid of what it says, but because we want them to come to us. And if you do not create curiosity, they'd have no reason to reach out. So whenever you create a post, I mean, you can put a picture of the capsules, but you're not going to necessarily say Juice Plus because that doesn't give them an opportunity to let you know that they're interested. And you want to, in the best of your ability, to be able to control that message.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the other benefits is you can do this for a customer, but you can also do it for a teammate. And I think the more you what you focus on grows. So if you're thinking about this person or these attributes or people that have these skill sets or mindset or lifestyle or whatnot, you're going to start noticing those people more. It's just like, you know, when you're pregnant, you see all the pregnant people. When you're get a red car, you see all the red cars or whatnot. I mean, it's just what you focus on grows. And so I think it's a good exercise to do for a customer, and, you know, making an avatar, an ideal persona for that teammate that you're looking for. Because if you don't really know what you're looking for, it's a lot harder to find it.
Yeah, if you go back in our YouTube videos of some of these videos, Michelle has an amazing dream team activity that my team and I did at our conference in Austin this past time. We watched that video and we wrote our ideal customer or our ideal team avatar. And I think that was such an excellent activity. I was able to go around the room and tell everybody how I saw them and here they are sitting in the flesh that I wrote about doing that activity, and now they're here. So I definitely think it's cool to write it out. So go back to those YouTube videos and we can point you to that one as well.
All right, anything else? Lindsay said it was amazing, Catherine. Well, thank you guys for being a part of this call. We're so excited just to see how this helps you leverage. We're going to be incredible customers and teammates and really help make 2020 more fun, because it's more fun with friends. It's more fun when you're helping people get healthy. And we're excited to walk along that with you. And thanks, Catherine, for sharing your knowledge and your wisdom. Have a great night, guys.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, friends.